The loneliness of deep thinkers. Why society fears those who see too clearly. Have you ever noticed how the quietest person in the room often sees the most? How when you begin contemplating life, society, and the very nature of reality itself, you start feeling this strange sense of isolation creeping in. Let me tell you about my friend David. In school, he was always the one asking uncomfortable questions. While classmates obsessed over sports and parties, David openly pondered the purpose of education and the social norms we accept without question. At first, people found this intriguing, but over time, they stopped inviting him to gatherings. His mere presence made others uneasy. Why? Because David held up a mirror to the comforting illusions we all cling to? This isn't just David's story. History books are filled with such examples. Consider Socrates standing trial in ancient Athens, accused of corrupting the youth simply for teaching critical thinking. Picture Galileo under house arrest, forbidden from speaking truth about our solar system. Remember Nikola Tesla, dying penniless while his inventions powered entire civilizations. What connects these brilliant minds? They experienced what German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer called the curse of clear vision. In his seminal work, The World as Will and Representation, he observed profoundly, the smarter a person becomes, the harder it is to find kindred spirits, not due to arrogance or unpleasantness, but because they begin seeing through society's games. Let's examine 3 psychological aspects of this phenomenon. First, the Dunning-Kruger effect. In 1999, psychologists made a startling discovery. The less intelligent someone is, the more they overestimate their mental abilities. Meanwhile, truly intelligent people constantly doubt themselves. This creates a cruel paradox where the most qualified voices often hesitate to speak, while the least qualified shout the loudest. Second, cognitive dissonance. When a deep thinker presents facts contradicting someone's beliefs, the brain literally registers pain. This isn't metaphorical. fMRI scans show the same neural pathways activating as with physical injury. So how do people respond? They attack the messenger rather than change their views. Third, what I term the comfort paradox. Modern society has created more comforts than ever, yet we've grown more fragile. We surround ourselves with echo chambers reinforcing our existing views. Algorithms feed us unchallenging content. In this environment, the deep thinker becomes like someone flipping on bright lights in a room full of migraine sufferers. But here's the hopeful perspective. This isolation isn't permanent or meaningless. Throughout history, periods of intellectual solitude have birthed humanity's greatest breakthroughs. Isaac Newton developed calculus while quarantined during the plague. Viktor Frankl conceived logotherapy in a concentration camp. Your loneliness might be preparing you for something extraordinary. So what can you do if you recognize yourself here? First, understand your loneliness isn't personal failure. It's the natural consequence of seeing what others can't or won't yet perceive. Second, seek your intellectual tribe. They exist. Maybe not in your immediate circle, but certainly online, in books, in specialized communities. The internet, despite its flaws, enables finding your people across continents. Third, practice intellectual translation. Learn to express profound thoughts in gradually understandable ways. Meet people where they are, not where you wish them to be. Think of it like teaching math. You start with basic arithmetic, not advanced calculus. Remember, every major advancement was first ridiculed. Every revolutionary idea was initially dismissed. Your present isolation might be incubating tomorrow's breakthrough. So next time you feel alone in a crowd, when your thoughts seem too weighty to share, remember David. Remember Socrates. Understand that clear vision is both gift and responsibility. Today's world needs deep thinkers more than ever, not despite their loneliness, but because of their courage to endure it. What about you? When have you experienced this intellectual isolation? How did you handle it? Share your story below. Let's create a space where depth of thought is celebrated rather than feared.